Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, evening. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
Voice since I have cold.
Yeah,
So
thank God that we are
yeah,
speaking today. Want to
voice-
appreciate God for that. I'm
I'll
glad
use
to
my
hear your voice again. I'm not seeing your face, though.
yeah. I'll put on my video now. Just give me the car.
All right.
Taking a shame car. Can share the lives.
Good evening, everyone. You're welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, our moderator. Please keep doing your job. Keep doing the
Thank
job, our
you.
moderator.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Let's wait for people to
I want to
join.
say
Let's give
yes.
like
I want to say
5 minutes.
to more of the women.
You said?
All right. I said I want to join and share the link to other women as well. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay,
I want to
okay,
as well. It's closed.
okay. So let's give like 10 minutes for people to join the call. So you're welcome everyone once again to this month's webinar, the month of May, which is tagged the Maternal Mental Health Awareness Month. So that is where we are bringing this webinar tagged My Mental Health Story. So it's such in time. Yes. So we want everyone to be aware of their mental health, especially in pregnancy and after birth, which is very, very crucial. So we give time to people to join this call, to join our live today at LOK Nabake. So even as we wait for people to join, I want us to tell us about LOK Nabake. What we do is to support women, to give care to pregnant women, not just pregnant women. We also give care to postpartum women, that is women that have given birth. Yeah, so we have a support community on WhatsApp where we reach out to our women, where we have our webinars every month. So this month, because I've said it earlier that is Maternal Mental Health Awareness Month, so that's why we are bringing it to our YouTube channel so that everybody can partake. So if you are partaking, if you are joining us today, you're welcome, and we are happy to have you on our live session today. So we still have like 3 minutes for people to join this live, and we'll continue without wasting our time. Thank you. Mom Counter, so glad to hear to see your face. You're shining. You are muted though, I can't hear you.
My mic is muted. My mic.
Yes,
God. Is it better now? My mic. Pardon my. I'm having
no
cold.
problem.
I've been stressed lately, so I'm having
No
cold.
problem.
We have a lot of things to do. And you know how
Yeah.
it is and all that. So I've been talking and talking till I caught a cold. I strained my vocal cord. So
So sorry about that,
I'm just
mom.
trying to take it slow.
Don't worry. You will
Thank you so much.
definitely come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. So that's our founder, the founder of Looking at Arcade. We are happy to have you here.
Hey,
You're welcome.
thank you.
Yeah, so
Thank
we are
you.
still giving like
Ah,
2 minutes for people to join the call. So as soon as
I
we
just hope they are going to.
by 6:10, by the grace of God, we're going to start. Thank you.
By now,
And
people joining. I don't know why they're not joining. They're finding it difficult to join. Let me send a message on the group and see if they are finding it difficult to join us.
okay.
Then let me send a message to Gloria as well to know if you can you hear me.
I
I
can
hope
hear
you
you,
can hear
yes.
me.
Yes, I can.
Hello.
I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, yes, I can. I can
You
hear
can hear
you.
me, right? Okay, that's good. Difficult to join. I don't know what the problem is. Regardless, I'm going to send a message to see what's going on. All right, just be giving us a brief about. All right, that's good. Okay, thank you. So just be giving us a brief about what we were looking at our care and what this month, maternal mental health awareness month, what it means. Because the truth is, a lot of women, you know, maternal mental health is a topic that people don't get to talk about all the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the truth is, people are every month in Nigeria. Don't even let me say every month, every day in Nigeria.
Every-
People are getting pregnant, people are having babies, people are going through maternal health issues. But a lot of people are not talking about it. And this is why we keep having a lot of mental health issues in Nigeria because organizations are not open to it. Organizations are not talking about it. We are not saying, oh, this thing is actually paramount. I would use myself as an example. When I had my baby, right? Immediately I had my baby. I think I shared the story one time. But since we started a series on my postpartum journey, I'm going to share my story. Immediately I had my baby. All the focus shifted from me to the baby.
Hmm.
All the focus all the focus shifted from me to the baby. Everybody was looking at the baby. I wasn't bleeding quite all right, but I was in pains. I
Hmm.
had a tear, and they had to suture me and all those things. But people were not paying attention to that. Even my midwife, she joined them and be snapping pictures. She was a very good boy and breath. She was joining them and be taking his baby, blah 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 blah. You know,
We are going
immediately
to
the
change the
focus
narrative.
shifted to him. At that point, I'm not a strong woman. A lot of things I might start
Definitely.
getting, I be saying, what is happening? Why is nobody responding to me? And
Hmm.
pain is one thing that make women have postpartum, either postpartum depression, postpartum blues, or psychosis or anything. Pain is one of the major contributor, right? Yes, pain is one of the major contributor. So if we are not careful, if we do not take care of our women, if we do not talk about this, if we could not say ways that women can prevent this thing, we can't say prevent, or let me say women
Hmm.
can, that's a better word. If we do not say ways women can manage this condition, it will keep occurring. And that is why I'm
Yeah.
excited we're having this conversation in this month, which is Maternal Mental Health Awareness Month, so that we can get to learn a lot of things. Right. So if you're just joining us, you'll be watching this later. Thank you so much for coming. It's going to be an interesting conversation because we're having an amazing woman that will join us soon. Our guest will join us probably by 6:30. She had maternal mental health condition when she had a baby a few years ago. It was tough for her. It was- But thank God for support system. If not
Mm-hmm.
for
Very
I
important.
because I know her. I was
Hmm.
there. I was with her. I knew the things she was saying. I knew the things that occur after she had her baby. You know, I'm grateful that we were able to identify it on time that something is wrong with her because we know her before. She's a very joyful woman. She's an amazing person. And all of a sudden, we started seeing some symptoms. She started saying some words. She started saying some things. And we're like, this thing, we have to look at it critically. Something is
It's
happening.
more than.
End of the day, we invited a specialist. Specialist said, "Oh,
Hmm.
she's actually in this and that and that." And after then, she said, "I think I'll begin to share my story with women." That
Hmm.
was what she
No.
think I'll begin to share my story with women, and that was why I told her, "Are you willing to share a story?" She said, "Why not? I'm willing."
Hmm.
Anyway, carry me. I'm willing to share my story. So I'm super excited. She'll be joining us by 6:30 because she has other duties. So I told her we'll be having other things to discuss. We'll discuss some conditions and then how we can, prevent. Probably it's not going to be a webinar. It's more like a call to action. What we
Yeah,
should
sure.
do. what we should avoid, or let me say how we can manage and cope, and more like an advocacy and sensitization for people in Maternal Mental Health Awareness Month. So, moderator, please keep doing your job. I want to quickly
Thank
send
you.
on our
All
community so
right,
that
right.
we know that we are live. So I'm going to be offing my.
Okay. Thank you, our founder. So you've read everything from our founder and want to appreciate her for such an initiative, for allowing this month's webinar to be heard live and not just on our support group, which is limited to a number of people. But now we know that this is going to be global because many people will be coming out even later to watch this live. I want you to know that mental health in pregnancy and postpartum is very, very important because a lot of people shy away. In fact, many people don't feel free to talk about it, and it's just few people that can volunteer to talk about it when they've experienced it. And I want you to know that mental health issues is very paramount. It's something that we should talk about because pregnancy itself comes with a lot of roller coaster, a lot of things, changes. Our body is changing, everything about us is changing. This pregnancy affect almost everything about us, and that alone can affect our emotions. It can affect our mental health. If care is not taken, one can easily break down. And even after delivery of the baby, that one comes with another challenge on its own because, for example, first time mom, they are experiencing motherhood for the first time, and it comes with a lot of sacrifice. You're going to sacrifice your sleep, you're going to sacrifice your time and everything, in fact your attention, because many people will now shift their attention from you, like our founder have said earlier, to the baby. Even you yourself, you sometimes give more attention to the baby than yourself because you are bringing in new life, and you want to see that life that you have brought forth thrive. So you put all your attention on the baby, and then it affects your mental health. So if you don't have good support, one can break down mentally, and that is why we are talking about it. And we cannot talk about mental health without support system. Yes, in order to maintain or protect the mental health of our mothers, we need good support system. In pregnancy, you support them, whether you are their partners or your sister, you are their brother or mother-in-law or their mother or sister-in-law, brother-in-law, whatever. You can even be a colleague to a pregnant woman at work. You give your maximum support, to help with their mental health. We cannot talk about mental health without talking about support system. And even after delivery of the baby, they still need support. Yes, for example, the woman want to sleep. Maybe it's the time that the woman want to sleep that the baby is awake. How can you support that woman? And if the woman is not sleeping well, you know you can allow the woman to break down, and that is why we need to give our maximum support. One of my mentor posted something, I think on her LinkedIn page. She said that when a woman give birth, all the attention is on the baby. Everybody want to go and greet the parents. Now you are packaging gift, you want to go and give to the baby. What about the mother that has gone through the stress of carrying the pregnancy, that has gone through this stress of delivering the baby? Labor on its own is a stress. The one that has gone through that stress to bring forth the child, what about that woman? What are we doing to the woman? When we are packaging something, why don't you package something for the mom also? It will boost their emotions. They will be happy. Oh, somebody is thinking about me. It's not just about the baby. They'll feel happy, they'll feel that joy again, they'll feel loved, right? And you are promoting good mental health for them. So what I'm trying to say is that our support matters when we want a woman to have a good mental health. You see, that support is very, very important. And also another thing is to watch out. Look at them, observe them closely, not just living with them. Don't just say, okay, I'm supporting. For example, you go and do a mugo, you are not observing the woman. Like she has said, what if they are not observant to see that this thing is more than that, motherhood stress? If you are not observant, you won't know that it's like this woman is keeping to herself. It's like this woman is detached from this baby. Oh. If you are not observant enough, that thing will eat, it will have eaten deep into her that you won't be able to know that something is wrong. But when you are very observant, even as you are supporting, you'll be able to dictate when something is going wrong early, and you'll be able to take necessary action. Because let me tell you, there are some things it's just counseling that we need. When a woman is going through a lot and they don't find a way of spilling it out, it affects them, they bottle things up. But when they have people that surround them, that they can speak to, that they can open up to, it kind of relieve them. So that is where we are coming out to advocate for support for pregnant women, for breastfeeding mothers. We have to support them. So it's dedicated to maternal mental health awareness, so that when everybody is aware that, we need to promote good mental health in our mothers, everybody will work together, because we cannot talk about mental health individually. It's a support system, it's a family support, and the community at large. I said that you may have a pregnant woman in your workplace. What are you doing to support that pregnant woman? Are you the one that will now pile all the work and say, go and work now? Am I the one that say you should be pregnant? Or pregnancy is not saying you shouldn't do something, and you are seeing stress all over her. You should know that this woman is going through a lot. Support her. Even when she's having a baby, you can give support. Sometimes when we are stressed, you can see it in our faces. It's just that everybody is busy. Everybody is not, you're not seeing another person to know that this person is going through a lot. So let's be observant when we are with this our pregnant women and women that have babies. Let's observe them. When we see that, this woman is usually active, but now is not active again. There was a day I went to visit, I think someone, she had a baby, and I got there, I saw it all over her face that she used to be very active. I saw her keeping to herself. She was not smiling. I was even talking to her, she was not even responding. I called her, I say, hello, hope all is well. She said yes. I got home, I was worried. I called her again. I said, hello, are you sure you are okay? She said, I'm fine. I said, well, if you know that you are going through a lot, you can open up, you can speak to me. If you feel like maybe you want to share something, I'm here for you. Just say it. I'll listen to you. I won't judge you. You understand? That is what we should do. And if I'm not observant, I wouldn't know maybe she's going through something. I wouldn't have asked her to speak up to me. And I think the following day or 3 days later, she called me, she said, I'm bored. Can I come and see you? She came and we talk. So what if I did not observe that? What if I didn't ask her? She would just be inside. She'll be thinking a lot of things. She's not going anywhere. She cannot be conversing with the baby. Even if she's conversing with the baby cannot reply. That one alone can make her, to feel, I don't know. So, but I was able to say that. I was able to ask her, and she was able to open up and say, I'm bored. Let me come and say hi to you. You are welcome. So that is what mental health that we are talking about is all about. Let's observe, let's give our maximum support to every mothers out there. That is why we are here. That is why we are creating this awareness. Don't say that you don't know. Now you know that our maximum support will help to boost the positive mental health of our dear mothers, because they are really trying for us. Who are the people that can go through, or that can easily be at risk of coming down with um mental health, or let me say poor mental health? The Some people that have history of probably depression or anxiety before, when they are pregnant or when they are breastfeeding, they can easily come down with it again, because the stress is much on them. It can make those things, to come back again. So if someone that that have history of that have history had history of anxiety or depression, and this person is pregnant, you should not leave that person alone. You should know that this kind of person, we should not leave that person alone. We should always stay close, watch her. If she's doing something that is odd, quickly act, so as to prevent any other complications. And there are some people, maybe Okay, some of the factors that may contribute to mental health breakdown is when there is a broken home, maybe single parents, I don't know, maybe the relationship between the woman and the husband, if it's shaky, it can affect the mental health of that woman. You know,
Mm.
even the husband and wife, they are caring for baby, it's still
Mm.
stress on the woman. Not to talk
Stress.
of just one person taking care of a child. It will definitely weigh her down. It will definitely give her mental stress. So those are the kind of people that we show our support to. We'll
Mm-hmm.
try to listen to them and not judge them. We shouldn't
Then,
judge them, because when you are judging them, they will not want to. If they tell you something the first time and you are judging them, my dear, they won't come back to you and talk to you again. Or
mm,
they talk to you and they are hearing it in another place. They will not
place.
come back
Mm-hmm.
to you. They won't come back to you. And another
Confidence.
thing I want to talk about is when there is violence at home, the husband is beating them, or it may not, it may even be emotional violence. Because if there's anything like that, eh, all those things can make woman to break down mentally. So let's ensure that we are not contributing to woman breaking down mentally, because motherhood is stress. So let's be realistic, unless we want to lie to ourselves before we say after all, when I was giving birth, this is it and this is that. When you are giving birth, maybe you have support. What if this person does not have support? Those are the things that we should look into. See, sometimes what we say to people can affect them mentally. So we should mind what we say to people. Mind the word of your mouth. Say, look at her, is it because
Mm.
of your pregnancy that you are now looking like this? Do you know what that person is going through? If you feel like she's not looking well, why don't you call her and say, oh, what's happening? You're not looking okay. Are you going through something? That one is different from, see the way you just dey look. Now this pregnancy wey everybody dey carry, wey dem dey okay, see you. You know that word will kind of affect them mentally. They may not react to it. They may get home and be thinking about it. Why is she talking to me like that? See the way that one can depress someone. Let's mind what we say to people. You say, you're not looking, I don't know. Let's mind what we say. Some people will say that na she first born, eh, wetin she don how many she don born? Me wey I don born three, I no be like that. Do you know what that person is going through? Is it not better to just ask her, do you need any help? If you see that she's not the way she used to be, ask her, hello, do you need help? Do you need assistance? Those are the ways, to help support mental health, not telling them words that will break them mentally, that will make them to be going into depression, because a lot is happening. Even the economy itself, some people, they are pregnant even when they are not aware. Some people are still breastfeeding, before you know it they are pregnant again. Do you think that kind of person will adjust easily? Unlike somebody that actually prepare for and many pregnancy are not planned. Many people are pregnant when they are not ready for it. Let's say, apart from the first child probably that may be planned for, not all, other pregnancy may not really be planned for. You just see you find yourself getting pregnant, and before you know it, the woman will not adjust easily. That one alone can make somebody to have mental stress. The economy of let me say everywhere now is very very good. Let me not say something negative. But then somebody is now pregnant when she's not prepared. She'll be thinking about it. Oh, why did I get pregnant again? That one alone is giving them stress. Now you now adding to that stress again is not what we want. That is the essence of this webinar, that we should be mindful of the mental health of these people. Carrying, they will be thinking about the stress of, how will I carry this pregnancy now? This journey is long. After that one, the delivery itself, you don't know how it's going to end. You don't know what is going to happen during delivery. That one is a stress on its own. You now deliver, maybe it's through cesarean section. That stress is there. The pain of the cesarean section is there. Even labour pain, if you have episiotomy, I mean if they cut you, that seizure itself, the pain e dey there, is part of it. All those things, it can make them to be thinking about, oh God, this stress again, and they are not prepared for it. Okay, They don't have what to do, they just have to accept it. But that acceptance, it takes time before they can adapt mentally to it. And that is why we should, I'm saying support. We cannot talk about mental health promotion and without talking about support, because that is what mental health is all about. If they open up to you, you listen to them, provide solution, that is support, right? If you are trying to protect their mental health, you are giving them support. So as I'm talking, I'll be definitely mentioning support at intervals, because they work hand in
And
hand. So let's try to give our maximum support. You in your workplace, you have a pregnant woman, support that pregnant woman at your workplace. Yes, support them
you
mentally
give
with the word of your mouth, even your prayers. You can pray for them. You support. If you feel that they lack something, if you have it, give it to them. That is support. And to our pregnant mothers that are listening, you too, open yourself, like, speak up. If you have anything that is bothering you and you have somebody that is ready to listen to you, why don't you open up to that person? It might help. In fact, sometimes opening up, even if the person cannot provide solution at that moment, that you open up will give you a kind of relief. When you open up, you will get relieved at that moment. Sometimes it may be writing it down. Maybe something is going through your mind, you just feel like just type it. I used to have a page, my WhatsApp. I can just open a page like this and type p. Before you know it, I'm okay. Even if I don't send it to anybody, for the fact that I've typed it, I'll be relieved. So if you know that you are having something in your heart, you can definitely speak to someone. You can look for someone that you trust. It can be your midwife. Like this thing I just said, I remember what our founder said. She said our guest speaker that is coming tonight, she's going to share her story with us. It's not easy to come up and come and share your story. It's because she has gone through it and she knows that it's not an easy thing. And that is why she's sharing, and she wants to come and share her story with us. And I'm sure that we're going to learn something from whatever story that she's going to share with us tonight. And the reason why she don't just feel like she just wants to come and share the story, she wants to come and share the story so that another person will not be a victim of that. And that is why we should listen when she's talking to us and pick one or two things from what she have for us. So I want to go back to our founder to come and speak to us on mental health. Let's hear why she actually bring up this webinar tonight. Yes, ma'am, come counter. The floor is yours, ma'am.
yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Okay.
Our guest speaker is already. Please, a round of applause for guest
Oh,
speaker.
let's welcome our guest
Thank you.
speaker. She's here, Mrs. Adewumi Adiola. You are highly
Yeah.
welcome. We are so glad to have you here for coming up boldly to come and share your story with us. We are excited and we are grateful for that, because it's not everybody that can actually come up, as in on a global level, to come and share our story. So we really want to appreciate you. We want to appreciate you for that courage, for being, generous. I'll put it that way, because you're actually sharing your story so that others can learn from you, right? So that is how will I put it now? So thanks for being generous. That does it. So you're welcome, Mrs. Adeola Adewume. So let's give our guest speaker a round of applause as she come on stage to share her story with us. You're welcome. The floor is yours, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Before she goes, I'm going to share one or two things. Thank you
Okay.
so much. It's amazing. When you were talking, I was just because when it comes to okay, someone is saying, okay, thank you so much, comfort, thank you. Please do well to on status
The
to tell
network. Oh.
that we are live. I saw it that they are live. I don't know what is happening. I'm seeing reduced number of people on the live. But regardless, this is the reason why we are making these a YouTube live so that people can always come back to watch it. But there's nothing as exciting as listening fresh rather than coming back to come and listen. So, but as you were talking, Taiwo Blessing, I was just nodding my head because something happened recently. Let me share a story with us. Something happened recently. There's this woman that's pregnant. You know, she's super excited about pregnancy joy, all that. Then before you know, towards the end of her pregnancy, she had preeclampsia. You are a midwife as well. You know what preeclampsia is. So she was admitted in the hospital. Her BP was bad as 214/120. It was up. So before you know it, she's already under a lot of stress. Before you know it, she started fitting. She started having a clamps. She moved from preeclampsia to eclampsia. So that kind of woman, a lot of things already going through her memory. She was stressed. You know, thank God that woman was survived, but she's not still stable. A lot of things mind. Not even yet concerned about the baby. She's concerned about herself. Now, people that are surrounding her, people beside her, if they just come and all their attention is on the baby, or all their attention is on us paying attention to her, think about it was because the pregnancy alone has given her a lot of the delivery of the baby has given her a lot of what she need at that period is a lot of support system. People telling her, "Oh, you've done wonderful. You've done so well." This is, in Africa, we don't have the habit of giving women that deliver gifts. Other countries, they will give you push gift. You need it. If I have my next baby, my husband must give me push gift. If he does not give me push gift, me I will enter 1,000. Yes, I'm serious. It's not easy. It is not easy to be pregnant. It is not easy to deliver a baby. People should be able to say, take. Nobody should bring pampers. Buy things for that woman. I mean, for the woman, don't bring pampers, don't bring clothes. I don't want. I think we need to start enforcing that. Don't bring things for the baby, bring things for the mother. Prepare good food for her. When you are going, buy things for her. Give her push gifts, even if you don't have a luxury thing. Food alone is a lot of push gifts. Buy her fruits, buy her a lot of things, buy her shoes, buy her things that she could wear, that she could go back, buy her things she could use for exercise. I mean, those are the way we can support women. Even a woman that, let's say, after she has a baby and she's going, when she sees that they are buying her these things, trust me, she'll be cheerful. If she wants to be depressed, trust me, those things give her a kind of joy. The hormones will release her body and to give her some kind of joy and all those. If the woman does not have support, nobody's even paying attention to her, or she's having one financial condition, or she's having one only condition, one thing or the other that she's going through, and it's just compound with labor and delivery. And that is why I feel like this month is the best time to talk about maternal mental health condition. It's not all about mental health, but maternal mental health. How do we support? Like saying support goes a long way in maternal mental health. Our guest is going to be sharing a story, and she'll tell us what happened to her. We've had a lot of women that have reached out. I tell you, okay, and they say that
The network.
sorry. Okay, we've had a lot of women that have reached out to us, and they have told us a lot of stories. And that's excited that we started this series. We're going to be talking about a, it's going to be like a conversation between the mothers and we. So I'm just, if you are fortunate to be here, you should be excited because this is not a talk that is, it is not our regular. And that is why I'm excited that we have our our amazing guest today who's going to be sharing a story. Thank you so much, Adiola. We do take it for granted. Thank you so much for joining us. Please, you have the floor. So I would like you to tell us, first of all, introduce yourself. Then I would like you to say one or two things about your journey, what it means for you, what it means for you to share the story. Because I tell for people to say I'm ready to share my story, they are 100 over 100. It takes it takes efforts, it takes time, it takes everything for you to say, yes, I'm ready to share my story, to give other people hope. I'm ready to ensure that other women go through this seamlessly. I'm ready to give support to other women, because you coming on this stage, you are giving support, so that women that have had that condition in the past, or they are here and they probably that and they are listening to you, they will say, yes, this is it. This is what I'm currently facing. This is it. And they will use your story to get strength. They will use your story to get energy. They will use your story about resilience. That is why I love to bring people that have gone through one or two things, so that people will know that we're not just out talking, we're not talking and talking and talking. You know, they're hearing from the midwife, it's be that they're just teaching us and teaching. But if they're hearing people that have been there, they know that yes, this is it. Okay. So thank you so much, Kayla. Just give us a brief about yourself, what you do, you know, what made you to come and share your story with us today. Then we can
Okay. Thank you very much, Nurse Lawal. Thank you very much, Madam Taiwo Adesuyi. Thank you very much. So my name is Adewumi Adeola. I work at the Salo Hospitals as a client support team. I'm part of the client support team. Okay, this happened to me like 2021 stroke, middle of 2023. I had my baby, and after I had her through cesarean section. So after the cesarean section, all of a sudden, I just decided to keep to myself. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't even want to see my baby. So my mom was like, this is not normal. I was telling them I'm not okay. And they were looking at me like, you are okay. You can't tell us you are not okay. And at the end of the day, I was discharged. Then I got home. When I got home, I was like, it's like I was not myself anymore. Do you understand? I wasn't myself. I just want to be. So at a point I was unable to sleep for some time, for some period of time, maybe like going to 1 month. I could not sleep. So I had to come back to the hospital that I can't sleep. They said, okay. They checked, they said there is nothing wrong with me. I should go back home, I should relax, they should take the baby away from me, they should just allow me to relax for some time. But I noticed that I'm still unable to sleep. I had to call one of our doctor that, doctor, I can't still sleep. Doctor said, at a point, I not told doctor that it's like I'm having memory loss. I can't remember anything again. It's like I'm not myself. Like my body is not in my body. I had to tell my mommy, please pinch me. Are you sure I'm alive? My mommy said, yes, you're alive. I said, no, I don't think I'm part of this world anymore. Like I can't feel my vein. I can't feel my body. So I had to tell my mom that, please, I need to go back to the hospital. My mom was like, nothing is wrong with me. I called this doctor again. I said, doctor, I can't remember anything again. I'm having memory loss. All of a sudden, I could not remember anything again. From there, they had to rush me back to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, I was already, in fact, they called the hospital, they've prepared the wheelchair outside. They wheeled me in. After they wheeled me in, I was on hospital bed. I was on oxygen. So at that point, when I woke up, I saw my colleagues around me. I was like, you guys are around me. So you guys love me like this. So you guys, you don't want me to die. They said, no, we don't want you to die. Yo. We love you so much. You are such a very good person. They started telling me good thing about myself, and that gave me that courage. So I was like, oh, okay. So at that point, I was still at the hospital. In the middle of the night, I just went to meet the security. I wanted to leave the hospital. I'm going home. The security was like, where are you going to? Go inside your room. So the security had to call the doctor. Doctor came to check on me, tried to give me word of encouragement. Before I knew it, they called a psychologist to come and see me the following day. So the psychologist came, and when he came, started asking me questions. What are my fears? What am I feeling? I told him I can't feel my vein. I can't feel my body after birth. It's like I'm no longer me. He was like, okay, I understood that I shouldn't worry, that I'll be fine. So he told my mom, just let her stay here, she will be fine. So at that period, I was still at the hospital. Before you know it, somebody told my mommy and said, this is not normal. It's not normal for somebody after birth. She's not feeling herself. She's this, is the shiaye, as Yoruba always say. So I was taken to the church. They prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. I was beaten, because they thought, celestial now, they thought that's the only way. They were saying is me, maybe there is one power that is disturbing her, maybe it's witchcraft, maybe it's something, because I could not sleep. I don't want to see my baby. It's not normal. My mom was like, it's not normal. So after the old situation, back and forth at the Christian distance, I wasn't getting better.
When I'm in the house, it's like I'm seeing lights. When they on the lights, it's like I should just run out of the room. I should just go naked outside. So all of these were happening. My mom will cried and cried and cried and pray. Call a lot of pastors, come and pray for her. Oh, I don't understand though. This is what is happening to her. So out of all of this, I wasn't getting better. It was getting worse. So all of a sudden, one of my brother came to visit, and my brother said, "Ah, this is not the Ola that I know. That active young lady that I think this is not normal." He was just there with me, was crying. So something just came to my memory at that moment, that let this my brother called my HOD to call the psychologist, that I want to talk to him. I feel like that is the only person that knows how I feel. So all of a sudden, my brother called my HOD. From there, my HOD gave the psychologist number, and the psychologist spoke with me and said, "Diola, I've been looking for you all this while. Where have you been?" The psychologist now explained to my mom that this is not it's not about praying or no pray. This is one, you be praying, but bring her, let me see her, let me place her on medication. She will be back on her feet. It's just a main time. It's not that she will be like this forever. It's normal for pregnant women to go through this thing, because most of the time hormones, some of their hormones changes, and once that hormones changes after birth, they might be having this feeling like they are not themselves anymore and all of that. So my mom took me to the psychologist. I went to see him. On getting to the psychologist's side, he said, this is not the Diola that I know. She's a very, very decent and very hardworking young lady. This is not her. So we need to talk to her. He spoke with me, he talked to me, asked me how I'm feeling. I told him I'm not just feeling my body. It's like I'm going mad. Like I can't sleep. I can't feel my vein. I don't know if I'm still alive. He said, yes, you are still alive. you know he placed me on some medication at that moment. He had some words with me. He let me know how beautiful I am, how energetic I am when I'm doing my job. He told me beautiful, beautiful things. Then he had to educate people around me. He educate my mom, he educate my brothers. He said what she needs now is love. She doesn't even need anybody to stress her. You don't tell her to wake up and breastfeed the baby. Let her be. Let her find herself. She's trying to find herself. Let her find herself. So you have to tell me. He said, I need to see your husband. Let me educate him as well. You don't just talk to her anyhow. You don't tell her, see how fat you are. You don't tell her, see your tummy, because she does not want to hear anything negative around her. Negative vibe, don't bring it close to her, because that can get this worse. It was not like at that point where she told you that she wasn't feeling herself, and I said, don't take her out of the hospital, I will take care of her. Why did you take her out of the hospital? Why don't you leave her? I would have taken care of her. It wouldn't have gone to the extent where she wants to go naked outside. Once I go out, when you don't understand me, all I want to do is that I'm even mad already. I can't sleep. I can't feel myself. I'm not part of the world. Let me just tear my clothes. Let me just go to the one. Mommy said, God forbid, you're not going anywhere. So the doctor had to place me on medication. After placing me on medication, I started going on visits with him, 1 month visit, then he reduced it to 2 weeks. And he got to a point where he told me that my pulse is already going down. Then he asked me, what am I scared of? I said, I'm scared of death. He said, you don't look like someone that will die. He said, you don't look like someone that will die. You just have to be calm and know who you are. And you are going to come out of this. He told me, my next visit, if you are coming to visit me, make your hair, do that your makeup you used to do. Go and fix your nails, do those things you used to do that makes you happy. Forget about the child for now. Your mom will take care of your child. She will be fine. I could not breastfeed my baby. I was already thinking, this one I can't breastfeed my baby. Will she be brilliant? Will she know? I was so worried about a lot of things within myself. I was so worried about a lot of things. So at that point, I started taking my medications. Prayer was going on at one side. I'm taking my medication. So it's like it was as if my mom does not understand me at that, because I want to feel like a baby. I want to feel like a baby. I need pampering. But their focus was on the baby, not on me. Do you understand? So my grandma now said, okay, let her come to my side. I had to move to my grandma's place. On getting to my grandma's place, my grandma, if I tell my grandma I'm having a headache, she will rub her hand on my head and say, okay, you'll be fine. Okay, what do you want again? I'll tell her I want milk. She will go and buy the milk. Because of me, she had to buy lots of milk in the house, that once Diola need milk, or just give her anything she wants, give her. You know, it wasn't easy. going through postpartum depression. It was like I want to like something would just come to me like I should commit suicide. It was that bad. It was that bad that there was a day I was on the road, naked, and somebody was like, this is not the girl that I know. This is very responsible girl. This is not her. I know her. I know her brothers. I know this. I know that. But they were not ashamed of me. Rather, they bring me closer. They talk to me. They show me love. If I want to take my medications, they give me my medication at when due. They pamper me. They tells me things that are very interesting. My uncle started coming from wherever they were. They were coming close to Adiola, you with that your dark shining color, you want to die? No, you cannot die. You depression should go where it's coming from. So that was when my family now got to know that women go through postpartum depression. Even I myself, I never knew I could go through that process. The point of being caught at the point of cesarean section after the birth, I was trying to find myself. I was praying to God, how will I even come out of this theater? That was my number one fear. Coming out, not feeling myself. I was coughing seriously. So women go through a lot when it comes to postpartum depression and having nightmares. I was having different, like if I want to die. That was basically the truth. Like I should commit suicide, not because I've given birth. So at the end of the day, the psychologist was there for me. He was so close to me. There is no time I call him that he does not pick my call. He was there for me. He made me know who I am. So that was how I was able to conquer postpartum depression. So that was how I was able to. And I know how many women I've talked to that actually went into the same thing. They went through what I went through. And I've talked to them. When I see them come to my hospital, I'll tell them, I was there before. And they'll be like, it's a lie, oh. And you're looking beautiful. Like I say, yes, I was there before. So do what makes you happy, irrespective of whatever anybody is saying. Make yourself happy. She said, Auntie Dola, my tummy is big. I said, it's normal. After birth, your tummy will be big. It's normal. It's a normal thing. But all you need to do is to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you are beautiful. No matter what anybody is telling you, don't just listen. Pray to your God. There was a time somebody gave birth and she was unable to sleep. I thought I was there before. I know how it feels when you can't close your eyes to sleep, to have a sound sleep. Sometimes when I'm sleeping, my mom will tell me, Adola, but you were snoring. I told my mommy I didn't sleep to heart. After bed, I could not sleep to heart. It will be as if I'm sleeping, but I'm not sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. So with love, I was able to come out of it. Love from my family, my colleagues, they were sending me text messages. Oh, Ajola, you are such a wonderful person. You are this, you are that. That thing makes me happy, makes me look valued. Like, oh, so people value me like this. So why do I want to die? Then why do I think after birth, this should happen to me? I should be depressed. So that was how I was able to come out of it. With love from my family members, my husband's family, everybody was there for me. My colleagues, they were there for me. So that was how I was able to conquer postpartum depression. So I don't know whoever is going through this, that you are not alone. I've been there, and now I'm back to my duty. I'm doing my work perfectly. I'm no longer on medication since 2023. I'm no longer on any medication. I'm perfectly fine. And doctor made me understand that it's just for the meantime. At that moment, I never knew I could come out of it because it was terrible. I never thought. At a point when my patient called me and say, oh, auntie Diola, I want to send you money for your baby. I'll tell my mommy, who will spend this money? Are you sure I will spend this money? This one of my patients are sending me money. I can't spend it. How will I spend it? Me that I don't know where I am. That it's just like I'm not part of this world. How will I spend the money? In case I die, you give my baby. My baby say you will not die. That's not my portion. You will not die. You will survive. You will take care of your baby. Nobody took care of you for me. You will take care of your baby. So that was how I was able to conquer love in particular. I was able to conquer that with love around me. Yeah, thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you, Mrs. Adewumi Adiola. We are so glad for that your story. It's so touching. At a point, I had to off my video because I was touched actually. But want to appreciate you for what you have said so far. So, our dear mommies and daddies at home, our listener, you have heard from her. Is such a long, a very touching story. It's not easy to come out and share your story, right? So from what she has said, I was trying to follow her through, and I saw that she saw love. The families were there for her. They supported her. If they had not supported her, she may not come out of it. Oh, that's one thing I want us to know. She may not have come out of it, but because she saw love from her family members, they showed her love. They were saying things to her, positive things, no negativity around her. The place that got me was, I'm sorry, I had to attend something.
Okay, let me continue from where I, she had, in my perspective, hey, I would thank you so much for coming to share your story. I do know a lot of, I knew some of your story, but I didn't know you got to this. I'm super excited you're here to share your story. Thank you so much. For mothers that are in this house that listen to Adiola, you would know that there are some things that are very common. One thing I could pick from her story was that somebody was listening, which was the psychologist. It could be that your mom does not even understand your condition. In their own situation, our mom does not understand your condition. That does not make her a bad mother, but it just make her that she doesn't understand what was going on at that point. But she herself, she saw another person that was ready to listen to her, that was telling her, you'll be doing your makeup fine, babe. Adiola be doing all those your news. So they were telling her a lot of memories, a lot of things she was doing. And that made her like, do you mean this thing? I was doing it before. These people really like me the way I was before. You know, in her subconscious mind, to start, I think I need to fight this thing. I think I need to find and all those things. If she wasn't getting that kind of love, if she wasn't getting those kind of good words, people are saying a lot of things. What is your problem? Go. Are you the first to have a child? Are you the kinikon? Are you the kinikon? Trust me, it's going to worsen her. And because she was getting comments, even while she was, what people were asking of her, it's been a while I saw her. How is she doing? Where has she been? You know, some people that knew about her condition, they were sending her prayers. Some were sending her hugs. And like she said, some were even saying, and the rest of those things. She had somebody that listened to her, that understood her condition. Mothers, if you are here, don't go to somebody that doesn't understand your condition, that was. It's because she had somebody that knew about her condition, that understood her condition. That was what made it easier for her to start, getting help, getting feedback, and all those things. If she does not have somebody that might likely be having different issues. And another thing that baffled me, you said they were beating you in church.
Right.
Yeah, they
It
were
was that
beating you in
bad. It was that
church.
bad. Yes,
Go.
yes. They were like, Amale mi kemi yẹn kúrò, ẹ̀mí kẹ́mi tí ò jẹ́ kó sùn
Honestly,
yẹn,
that's what
Amale,
I wanted to talk
we're
about.
going to
Oh.
chase that
Before I
evil
left,
spirit.
I wanted to talk
We're going to
about
chase
that.
that evil spirit that not let
That's bad.
mm.
Hmm.
Are you serious? They were beating you in church.
Yes,
You really went through a lot.
yes.
Nobody can beat
I went through a lot too.
went through a lot,
They cut
honestly.
my hair,
Because
and that
how
worsened it. You know, the moment they cut my hair, that worsened it. Because I was looking in the mirror, I'm like, this is not my hair. You know, the doctor had to tell me, go and make this one that is small. Go and make this hair. Diola, this is not you. This is not you that I know. You need to stand up. Sometimes he'll be talking to me, he'll tell me, Diola, you need to stand up. You need to stand up. This is not you that I know. You know, all of that was not giving me that courage. Like, oh, so I wasn't like this before. Oh, so giving birth does not say I'm not part of this world.
ha,
So that was it.
all right. Taiwo, you have
Thank God
something
for
to say.
people that came up for you. I really want to appreciate your people because if not for them, so that is why we are here today to make people aware. Your mom wasn't aware. If she was aware, probably she wouldn't have taken you to church. She would have taken you to that psychologist early enough so that you'll be able to get care, right? And that is why we are making this awareness. Women go through that postpartum period in different ways, and if we don't show them support, many of them can break down mentally. That is what we are talking about. From all the things that she has read, she said she was keeping to herself. That's how it started though. Keeping to yourself. You don't have interest in what people are doing. You want to be alone. You don't want to associate yourself with other people. You just want to be yourself. Or somebody that you say you can't feel your body. Those are the things that we should look out for in postpartum women. Women that are just giving birth, look at those things. Are you seeing them to be keeping to themselves? That is a red flag. That means we should pay close attention to them. That is what it means. From what she has shared with us today, do you have anybody around you that is feeling that way? Then you should pay close attention to that person and ask further question. And like I said, thank God for the grandma. The grandma understood the power of love. She understood what she needed and she gave it to you, right? I want to appreciate your grandma. If she can hear also, I'm appreciating her like specially because she really did that job very well. She was treating you like a baby, giving you that pampering that you need. And that is what you wanted. That's what you really needed. And she gave it to you. And that was what helped in your recovery. So, our dear listeners, give support to these women. You see that they are going through a lot. It's not the time to judge them. And thank God for your colleagues too that were giving you positive words, positive affirmation. You know, I said it earlier before you came on board that our words matters. There are some things some people can see and say, look at you now. You're the first person to give birth. What's wrong with you? You're not like this. But they start making you to see yourself in another way. As in, they make you to say that yes, you are good. Look at you. You used to be beautiful. Be doing this thing so that you'll be beautiful again. And that one boosted your morale. You too, you feel like, so I'm beautiful. Right? Okay. You will want to look more beautiful. Because they have said that you are beautiful. There's a way somebody compliment us, we will be blushing. So let's mind our words. From what she has told us tonight, mind what you say to people. Mind how you address things like this. Support them. Don't say that, okay, look at your colleagues now. They didn't say that I'm not a family members. They were giving you the support that you needed. So it's not only don't let us say it as it's only family members that can support women. You can also give your support. If you are their neighbor, support them. You say that, oh, is somebody I can support. Why don't you give your support to help to keep this mental health sane? Because it is very, very a lot of people are going through things that they cannot say out, that they cannot share with somebody. Why don't you make yourself someone that they can share something with? That is another thing. Oh. A lot of us, they can't share things with us. It's like you are sharing it with town crier. I'm sorry to use that word, but let's make ourselves available for people to be able to talk to us. If we have a lot of people are talking to and that listen and take action, we won't have many women going through this because by the time they want to be depressed, they have already seen people taking action, they have already seen people supporting them. So thank you once again, Mrs. Adiola. God bless you. Mrs. Kauta, over to you, ma. The floor is yours.
Hey, thank you so much, Adiola. Thank you. I really, you know,
Yeah.
I hope we get to have this conversation over and over. A lot of things. I have heard a lot. I've heard women tell me that when they deliver, their mother is telling them things like, "Iwololo, yes." I mean, for those that could not hear you, they're telling he went to do CS. So why can't you bear the pain? Maybe you can push out the baby. Those things affect a woman. I've heard women say that friends, their family, aside their mother-in-law, their sister-in-law, the people around them, they say so many things to them. And this gets our memory. Thank you, my darling. These words get to our memory and our mind. We need to take caution and we need to be dependable. When someone talks to us, I think at the last that story, I've never for one day meet anybody and say, this is Adiola's story, right? If I do that, next time she won't meet me, she won't find me confidential to share. As you are listening to this, be a person they can confide in. If women are going through a lot, be that person they can see as a support. Don't be what the title say town crier. Don't be town crier. I beg, we beg you, don't be town crier. Don't carry one person matter and spread it to the world. I mean, it doesn't say well of us. Be confidential. Keep their matter. They trust you. That is why they came to meet you for this matter. So keep it. Take it confidential, take it to heart, and offer sincere support. Offer sincere support any way you can. Is it the words of the mouth? Is it by playing with them? Even if you cannot offer money, is it by sitting with them and playing with them? Is it by doing other things? Anything you can do, you do it. Right? So I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much, Adiola. You. I don't want to take much of it. Thank you so much for today. And if any woman has any question in our community, I'll pen them down and send them to you. You will get a response from you. And if there's anything there, well, I'll do well for with you. And if there's any complaint, we will also do well get in the answers. Thank you so much, Adiola. We will have you on more subsequent visits so that we can talk to our women. If women hear from the horse's mouth, I think they listen better. When women hear from the horse, they listen better. Now that you shared your story, as you were saying, somebody said, I can relate. For that woman to say, I can relate, there's a lot of. So you're giving them strength. You're giving them that, I have been there. You can be there as well. You know, myth that when they see that some blues or whatever, think they don't come out of it. Wow, people actually come out of it, and they do beautifully, and they won't even know that they did it. Thank you so much, Adio, and thank you for your time. Yeah, over.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Carter, and I want to appreciate you, Mrs. Adiola, once again for giving yourself to come and share your story with us at Hello Kenatake, and to all our dear listener, I want to appreciate you for your time. So, if you have any question for our guest, you can drop it in the comment section, or yes, you can drop it in the comment section. Mrs. Carter, please, I can't read the comment section right now. If there's any question, you can help to read them out. Even as we wait for question and answer, I want you to go away with something today. Buy push gifts for our mothers that have given birth. Want to go and greet a woman in the hospital that have just given birth, buy a push gift for her. I'm not saying buy something for
Don't,
the baby now. Buy
don't
push
type
gift.
am.
I think 2 weeks ago, one of my patients she delivered, and she called the husband. She said, "See, as you are coming, come with my push gift." I was laughing. I was like, I love this woman. She didn't hide it though. She said it. She said, please, as you are I'm giving birth though, as you are coming, just come with my push gift. Eh? So my dear supporters, our listeners, when next you are going to visit that woman that just gave birth, please package their push gift though. Is what our founder have said. And me too, I'm supporting them. So take that one along with you today, that when next you are going to visit that woman that has given birth, that your neighbor, that your church member, that your sister-in-law, that has given birth, package your push gift. Thank you very much. Is there any question in the chat box?
No, there's no comment in the chat, but it's just that some women are saying, somebody say, yes, I can relate. Thank you so much. She said, love is important. I love granny. She said, kudos to grannies. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
so
Granny pampered her. So
yes, so
somebody saying
I've said
kudos to granny.
earlier.
That's what for Feyitola said, kudos to grannies. She pampered her. Thank you to
Yes.
granny. So thank you so much. People thank you for more do how she knew how to do it. And for the fact that she also accepted that means a lot. Mothers that will say, he is my child. I am not taken to the hospital. Do you
Hmm.
understand? She was open to it. Let's hospital. Let's listen to the psychologist. Let's go and look for treatment. She did her best. Thank you to her as well. So we do not have any
Mm-hmm.
question.
Yeah. Thank you. So everyone, even as we are trying to help the mental health, I want to emphasize this again. You know, when she was sharing her story, she said they took her to church and they were beating her. That is awful. But then I won't blame them. They are not aware. And that is one of the reasons why we are creating this awareness that everybody should know that women can go through postpartum depression, even postpartum blues, all these things, they exist. And people can go through it. It's just for us to be aware that it happens. And when this happens, even as you are praying for them, take them to the appropriate place. What they need is psychologists to review them. What they need sometimes is counseling. So even as you take them to the appropriate facility for them to get medical attention, you can as well be praying for them. That is what I want us to that's what I want to talk about, to balance things up, not just looking at one side of it. So as you are
We have
giving them medical attention, you can as well be praying for them. Thank you. We have question.
we have somebody said, I am watching from Gambia. Thank you so
Oh,
much. Yes, from Gambia. So thank you so much for
thank you.
creating this wonderful Eve. And thank you to our speaker, our moderator, and so somebody is asking, she said, what are the little I would see that would tell me I am having okay.
What you will see that you know that you're
Did you
having depression, right?
are the signs I would see to know that I'm having postpartum depression?
Yes. Okay. So thank you very much for that question. Some of the signs to see, there are some of the things that our guest speaker have said. Those things that she said she was feeling. Those are the signs. Those are the symptoms, signs and symptoms that you can see that you will know that something is wrong somewhere. When a woman is keeping to herself, she's not interested in what has been of interest to her before, or that thing that is of interest to her before, she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to even see it. She don't want anybody to mention it wherever she is. Or you see the woman, she cannot sleep. You see that poor sleep, that one too is there. We understand that when a woman does give birth, because of the changes in the baby mostly don't sleep at night. The woman may not sleep at night, but that does not mean that the woman will not sleep at all. The woman will sleep, but that sleep will not be much, and you are seeing yourself not sleeping at all. You remember our guest speaker, she said she was not sleeping, right? So not being able to sleep, keeping to yourself, not being interested in those things that interest you before. And also, some people want to harm the baby. They don't want to see the baby. They don't want to have anything to do with the baby. Whenever they are with the baby, what they do is to be harming the baby. You know that something is wrong, because every woman will love to see her child, right? You just gave birth. What you they think that the woman will want to do is to cuddle that baby. Now you are seeing a woman not cuddling the baby, wanting to harm that baby, then you should know that something is wrong somewhere. Those are the signs. Those are some of the signs that you will see that you know that yes, something is wrong somewhere. I hope I answered the question. Thank you. Do you have any
Yes, that was a
addition,
good.
Mrs. Okay.
Yeah, Adiola, do you
Okay.
have one or two?
No, she has said it. Those are the signs I saw then. I was keeping to myself. I don't want to do any, I don't want to make up. I don't want to just do anything. I don't want to dress fine. I believe that I'm not part of this world. I was unable to sleep, to close my eyes to sleep. I was unable to sleep. Even when everybody thought I was sleeping, snoring, I'm not sleeping to heart. I haven't slept at all. I'll
Mhm.
tell them I wasn't sleeping. I was listening to what they were saying, and they'll be like, that you snore. And I said, no, I wasn't sleeping. I was just there, and I don't want to see my baby. At that moment,
Mhm.
I don't want to see my baby. Because when I see her, it's like I want to hammer, and I don't want to hammer. So I'll just tell my mommy, take her away. So
Mhm.
those are the things my mom saw and was like, oh, this is not normal. This is
Mhm.
not normal. Those are the
Mhm.
signs.
Yes,
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you
And
very
I
much.
think crying a lot too. I understand that. I think that's another question I have.
Yes,
What I'm
fine. Yeah.
answers the other question. Somebody said, if I cry a lot, even without me thinking of having my baby, does that mean I'm having postpartum depression? Some people cry. There is what we call tears of joy. You can be happy that, oh God, I have my baby, regardless of where you are coming from. Maybe you've been trying to conceive for a very long time. and now you have the baby. That one is tears of joy. Tears of joy shouldn't continue forever. Tears of joy will just be like few minutes or few times, and you are done. And after tears of tears of joy should continue to day three, day four, and you're crying and crying and crying and crying, even crying over and over. It means something. Yes, it means something is wrong. So for the person that is asking that question, there's a way you should be able to differentiate it. Tears of joy within, let me say, within a day, when people tell you, oh, it's tears of joy, you'll be able to go. But if you see yourself crying, two, day three, day four, day five, you just keep crying, and you're having tendency of, I want to give my baby away. I don't want to give my baby. I want to. That means there's a problem. You need to speak to someone and visit the hospital. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma, Mrs. Carter. Any other question from the chat box?
No, I can't see. I can't see anyone for now. I think that's all. That's
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, our listener. We want to appreciate you for your time. So, I think we have come to the end of today's webinar. Mrs. Carter, do you still have something to say to us?
no. We have come to the end of the webinar. So what I just say is, if you are here, if you are listening to us, even for those that want to listen to us later, if you are feeling in any kind of way, we are here to hold you. That is the reason why we started this organization in the first. That's the reason why we started looking at. We created a look at how to see the need to support women throughout their journey. So if you are here, or you know someone, or you have someone, join our community. Feel free to join our community. In the description, there's a link to our community. We have over 1,000 women in our community. WhatsApp. So feel free to join our community and be rest assured that we are here to always guide you. We are here to always hold your hand. We are here to always walk you through anything you want to go through. There is nothing you want to go through that we've not seen. We have expert midwives in the room that can actually walk you through your journey, that can actually guide you. That can tell you that this thing you are saying is not what it's supposed to be. I'm wishing every woman, every person that is listening to this or that is watching, I'm wishing you a beautiful time. And I want you to know that you are not alone. If at any point you are overwhelmed, please feel free to reach out to us. Do not keep quiet. Do not keep quiet. That being said, thank you so much, everyone. Taiwo, do you have anything to say? Abiola, thank you so much for being here, for joining us. We wish to see you
Thank
next time.
you very much. Yes, so thank you. Thank you, everyone. You can drop a comment when you watch later in the chat box. Thank you once again. See you next time. My name is Taiwo Blessing Adesi. I'm a registered nurse and I'm a registered midwife. Thank you for being part of today's webinar. See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.